Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I'm Hannah Grace. Is Destiny hanging out with Arian Curry, the lady that Martell Holt tried to conspire with to release a Revenge P video of Melody? Let's talk about it.
My life coach, who is a licensed therapist, who is, like I've said many times, I probably have had her in therapy since she's been my life coach.
The views expressed in this video are for entertainment purposes only. All commentary is alleged. Please like, share, and subscribe.
My life coach, who is a licensed therapist, who is, like I've said many times, I probably have had her in therapy since she's been my life coach.
And a lot of therapy, a lot of life coaching. Specific therapy now is trauma-based. EMDR therapy to deal with the trauma. And because I had to go next level, regular therapy was good, but we need to go deeper.
The people with that level of therapy, what is this? EMDR? What's it called?
EMDR.
It stands for, I forgot the acronym.
Don't ask me.
The people with that level of therapy, what is this? EMDR? What's it called?
EMDR.
It stands for, I forgot the acronym.
Don't ask me. Various things I haven't really gotten deep into the physical aspect because my initial therapist was remote, and she had an incident where while she was doing light therapy, her internet went out. And it was traumatizing to her because you're opening up some things for a person you can't
get
back. So I now have one in person, so I get to the next level of the more physical work.
My life coach, who is a licensed therapist, who is, like I've said many times, I probably have had her in therapy since she's been my life coach.
Carrying this and having this miracle baby, and then walking out of the hospital with a $20,000 bill because my husband at the time refused to acknowledge me on his insurance. So, for punishment of not naming his son a junior, he refused to confirm me during discharge as his wife on his insurance.
First of all, let me just start off by saying that Dion, Destiny's life coach and therapist, is not helping her at all. In fact, in my opinion, she's harming this lady. And Dion, as a therapist, and she says she's been a therapist for a long time, you know that the ethical rule is do no harm. Do your client no harm. And it's very hard for me to watch you in Destiny because the only thing that you do, Dion, is get onto your YouTube channel this Mental Monday and talk about everybody else's problem. But you do not hold your client accountable for anything. So that's number one. Number two, the dual relationship that you are in with Destiny. You've already told us that you were Destiny's life coach, therapist, and you also said that y'all friends. And you also said something about her son, that you were his auntie or godmother or something. Those are boundaries that you are crossing that are completely against ethical rules of your profession. So I don't know what your agenda is, but I did hear you say that you are a theologian, a thug, and a therapist. Now you might be all of that, a theologian, a thug, and a therapist. But see, what the part that really got me was the thug part, because it gave me the impression that you're ready to fight somebody for Destiny. You specifically seem to have a problem with Melody, Sonny, and Moses. Always seem to find fault in them, but never in your client. And this is why I say you're doing your client harm. You seem to express great disdain for Sonny for marrying Moses. That's that woman's husband. She can marry whoever she wants to. Did you try to make it look like that Sonny and Moses did Destiny wrong? You also try to make it look like LeBaric did Destiny wrong. When LeBaric had her butt thrown in jail for using his name and a fraud against him, she should have been arrested. I would have did the same thing. And instead of you telling her, don't be running around committing fraud, you telling her that he wrong for having her thrown in jail. Again, you are doing your client harm because you're not telling her the truth. She should have been locked up, and that's what you should have told her. But oh, I forgot. You said you a thug. I guess it's your thug coming out. You sit up and tell your client a lie that it's okay for her to go and sign somebody else's name and get away with it. And she shouldn't be held accountable in a court of law for committing a crime. And also, you did not hold your client accountable when she sits up and lie that Melody was trying to teach ex-husband's mistress how to cheat, respectfully. Now, you know she sat there and lied, but you signed off on that foolishness. You signed off on her sitting up there lying, blatantly lying. How are you dealing with your client's pathological behaviors, especially her pathological lying? And we've seen Destiny lie over and over and over again. You heard at the beginning of this video where she sat up and lied on her ex-husband, said that he would not allow her to get on his insurance because he refused to name her son, their son, a junior. But what the court documents clearly show is that LeBaron needed documents, birth certificates, to take to his human resource office in order to get his son placed on the insurance. She refused to give him the documents. Therefore, the whole insurance process was held up. Not because of him, because of her. In my opinion, she lied about that. She also lied about her ex-husband, AB, using her. She lied. The judge threw her butt up out of his court when she went to him with that mess, talking about he was AB using her. She lied on that man. Pathological liar. It's in the court documents. Did she tell you that? Did you work with her in therapy about lying? That's what you need to be working with her on. And one thing that I noticed is that Destiny seems to have a good relationship with Martell. She seems to. Now, I'm not saying it's genuine. I think that Martell and Destiny and Arian Curry, if Destiny has been hanging out with her, and she says she has been hanging out with Curry, and that's her business. But why do you have to put it on the internet and smile about it? Why? Those are pathological, deviant behaviors. Why? Because anyone who knows that a man has plotted to release a Revenge P video on their ex-wife, and then they conspired with the same woman to stick her nose in these people's marriage. Destiny knows all of this, but she's gloating on it. But that's fine, because Melody don't give a hoot about none of that mess. Melody could care less about Martell. Melody could care less about Arian Curry. As long as Arian Curry keep her mouth and stay away from her children, Melody would be just fine. And Destiny is hanging out with this woman only. And what is your motives for doing it? What is your motive for gloating and putting this woman on your stories or Instagram page? It's your prerogative. Do what you want to do. But what are your motives? Have you talked to your therapist about these deviant behaviors, these behaviors where you feel like it's okay to support these people who you know clearly conspired to release Revenge P on a woman? And you know that they did this. Now, when you get yourself in a situation, and you will, it's coming back to you, because like Queen Sheba always say, the same thing that makes you laugh is going to make you cry. And I guarantee you, Destiny, you're laughing now, you're going to be crying later on, because you are planting really, really bad seeds, and you're going to get a really, really bad harvest. And guess what? You deserve it, because there's no way on God's green earth where you should be sitting up gloating about being with Arian Curry. No way. There is nobody but you that's gloating to be around, gloating that they're around this woman. Even Martell tried to hide that he's with this woman. And your thug therapist, theologian, need to be helping you out instead of hurting you. And oh, by the way, theologian, therapist, thug. Did you hear that your client was harassing Miss Van at her granddaughter's tennis match? Did you hear that she spoke to Miss Van once and Miss Van did not speak to her? Destiny came back a second time and spoke to her the second time. Miss Van didn't say nothing. She came back the third time and spoke to Miss Van, and Miss Van did not say anything to her. Have you talked to her about boundaries? Have you talked to her about stop harassing people? Especially when she told Miss Van that Miss Van needed to stop pimping her daughter, and then she's going to try to speak to this woman, get in this woman's space. You work with her on that? Is that in her treatment plan? I don't think so, because she's not showing any improvement, and you are the cause of it. So now let's just take a look at this live that Destiny, I think it may have been a short, whatever it was. This is what she released, and y'all let me know if you think that Destiny is hanging out with Ariane Curry, and if this is her AC in this video. That's all I have for this video. Please drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Do you think that that is AC in that video? Do you think that Destiny and Ariane are hanging out just because they're buddies? Or do you think that the puppet master has sent Destiny on a little mission? But we know it's all gonna blow up anyway in their face. But drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. Have a beautiful day. Remember, I am Aris. Please support the channel, like, share, and subscribe.